Shanghai is not China, but it is not the West either. Shanghai is its own place. It is a crossroads, and it is at the crossroads where stories happen, where history is told, where magic unfolds. I came here because it is a way station, a place between worlds. It has always been this way. As I walk the avenues, I wonder if it had the same effect on its earliest settlers, when it was a vast reed-choked estuary and a stretch of shore that offered the conditions for survival. We know for certain it had that effect down through all the days of its recorded history. An open port, a melting pot, a place to hide or end up. The tides of humanity have washed up every kind of human effluvia here. Shanghai is a place of transition, so if I am going to be anywhere, I might as well be here. No one travels to Shanghai. They are washed ashore here, carried by the tides of history. My Maps app is in Chinese, so I first find the word for veterinary. I cut and paste it into the app and see a handful of locations scattered across the city. I take a screenshot, then open that screenshot in my translation app. The translation is shaky, to say the least, and I'm not sure if these are vets or something else. My roadmap is incomprehensible. But it's not far, so I make my way there on foot. I arrive at some kind of a wholesale supermarket, but it's definitely not a vet. I try again, this time a little further away. I circle a large building several times, inspecting signboards and intercoms, but still no luck. I do, however, find the pet shop, and I manage to get some kitten formula and a plastic dropper to feed them. There's still no vet. I'm going to have to go analog and talk to humans. Carbon rather than silicon. There's a break in the storm, but more to come. Dark skies threaten above. I turn down a small side street. I don't remember seeing it before, even though I've spent a lot of time in this part of Shanghai over the past few years. I am drawn to it because it looks so inviting. Dark wood window frames with Chinese patterns in fretwork over the glass, thick golden orange and red walls that show an accretion of layers of paint over the decades, offering colour that cannot be conjured in any other way rather than by time and evident disregard. Lamps, lanterns and mahogany benches, recesses and corners within corners. The walls are papered in posters, prints and artworks, a palimpsest of the nights this place has been host to. As I walk towards the service counter towards the back of the room, my eye catches a print on the wall that seems to be embedded, speaking its age. I am captivated by it, drawn to it by instinct. I can't make out what it is, but I am immersed in a moment. I look down and realise that I've been standing squarely in front of a woman sitting at a small table. She is staring intently at me with a half smile on her face. That strikes me. It is rare for a woman to do this, especially one as beautiful as she. It brings them too much unwanted attention. But there she is, calm and silent, completely unself-conscious, gazing at me, half curious and half bemused. She's wearing a pretty red dress with gigantic magnolia flowers on it, almost blending her to the background. The first thing I notice about her is her hand, resting on her knee, long aquiline fingers, bony wrists. She is confident, calm, self-assured, thick black hair tumbling away, and a beatific look as she holds me silently with her eyes. Some smiles are invitations, others are tests. I snap back to the present. "I'm sorry," I say politely and nod my head towards her. "I was captivated by that print." She remains silent for a pause that is just a little too long, her face remaining fixed in that beguiling half-smile that is already seducing me, before speaking without turning her head to acknowledge the print. "Huli Jing, the fox spirit." "Ah," I reply, "I see. It's fascinating. I don't know why," as I cock my head to the side, just as a fox might do. I don't feel the need to speak. Clearly neither does she, but she continues to look at me. "Would you like a tea?" I ask. "Coffee, please, flat white." And she returns to the book that she is reading. I feel her eyes following me as I walk to the counter. There are no spare seats, so I sit at the table next to her. We talk for an hour. She seems pragmatic, orderly, decisive. "I don't want to stay here," she says. "This city is cold, almost no friends. Everything is related to business. It's a business city. People don't really talk to each other. Look," she gestures around her. "Everyone is with their mobile phones." She's right, but that is the world as we have it now. I smile at her. She understands my expression. We are the exception. Not every encounter needs a reason. Some are simply meant to interrupt you. But, I pause, this city has layers. It depends on what you look for. It's an old city. It has depth. And you can find that depth wherever you go, if you want to. So we start talking about ancient history. She loves it too. We talk about the archaeological park at Hangzhou and the Liangsu culture with its perfect geometric textiles. And we talk about the Sanjingdui culture of Chengdu with its strange artifacts that look like a cross between Aztec and Easter Island figures. I've never seen anything like it. It's as if they come from another dimension, I say. She stares wryly at the dregs of her coffee, her mouth twisting into a dry smile, and it seems to me that she chooses not to say anything in reply. "I saw something strange last night," I tell her. "A shrine, but it looked very old. There are many Buddhist temples here. Most of them are modern reconstructions of old ones." No, this was a small roadside shrine made of stone, tucked away in the wall of an alleyway." "Show me," she says, decisive. We bond through what we wonder about, not what we already know. The alley felt older than the city itself. She inhaled sharply through her nose. To my mind, it was as if she was sniffing the air for a sign of danger. Then, in that moment, with my attention drawn, I noticed her perfume for the first time. Exquisite, rich, thick with tones of musk. Earth, gone to earth. We turned the corner and saw the small shrine, partially visible beneath a tangle of vines. As I brushed them aside, she visibly bristled. The rain was spitting. It could have been that. Or she had an aversion to the years of dust webs and dirt that seemed to mushroom out as I cleared it aside. It was only then that we noticed a vague figure carved into the arched portal of the small structure. It was hard to discern as it was worn away with age. I assumed it would have been a Buddha. "Cat shrine," she said. "They worshipped cats here?" "No, not much in China. Very common in Korea and Vietnam, but not so much in China." "What does the writing say?" She stared bluntly at the fading text. "It's hard to see. Some nonsense, I think," and she spoke some characters in Chinese. "Shu Kui Ling Shu." It means something like guardians of energy. And the other one, it doesn't make sense. Miao Tan. Maybe it's a translation from something foreign. I tell her that this is where I found the kittens. She wrinkles her nose and we turn to walk away. "I need to find a home for them," I say. "I don't like cats," she says without emotion. "They smell strange." "Oh, sorry, I wasn't assuming. Maybe I can take them to a vet." She glances at me sideways. "If you take them to vet, they will just kill them. There are too many strays here." Some people dislike cats not for what they are, but for what they stir in us. She seemed keen to leave as the rain was falling harder now. I walked her to the metro station, wondering if I should ask for her number. It all seemed awkward at the shrine, and I felt she was not particularly happy at that moment. But as she stepped onto the escalator, she turned and said with a brief smile, "Meet me at the cafe at 2 p.m. tomorrow." I may have found a friend. Every seeker meets someone who doesn't believe. Their doubt becomes the sharpening edge of your own certainty.